Bitter criticism, a regular episode. A regular episode. I just missed. I missed the chart. So, but I guess I have a Pepe Escobar article, and I have a Bradley Blankenship article. And you know, today's day to release the dog. Yeah, I'm gonna release Milu now. But please, Milu, don't. Well, they will. You will get the stinky if you want. Mursi soup. Just a second. Yeah. I just hope nobody's still. You know, I don't know what's gonna happen right now. I guess people will steal Mursi's necklace because these people over here they are stealers. Yeah, that's the terrible question about this neighborhood. So go. Mursi's so happy now. So I hope the best for my babies. Somehow, I guess, as I have problems with all these fucking people here, they will kill my dogs, but I guess that's a possibility, but I'm just saying. I will come back. I will ask Vladimir Putin a missile. But you know, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? You saw, the dogs were happy to go to run free. You know. So what should you do? Free the dogs or not? That's a very deep question. That's a hard question to answer because the dogs want to be free, for sure. And well, if someone is wanted, if someone wants to make you arm to you, all these rats over there in the slums here in Chile, I guess they had this idea. They will have this idea to make you arm through your dogs. They will target your beloved creatures, your beloved dogs. So here we are, May 17, with the noisy truck news. What's behind Washington's new tariff on Chinese imports? Opinion. Bradley Blankenship from CGTN this time. Bradley Blankenship on CGTN this time. Opinion. May 17. This was yesterday, when our travel seems so far away. US President Joe Biden delivers remarks on American investments and jobs in the Rose Garden at the White House in Washington, D.C., US, May 14, 2024. Just a photograph. Editor's note. Shut up, stupid! Editor's note. Bradley Blankenship, a special commentator on current affairs for CGTN, is a Prague-based American journalist. He lives in Prague. I know by reading Bradley Blankenship, he's he has dual nationality, double nationality, I guess. I don't know how to say it. He has two nationalities. He is Czech and American. He's a Prague-based American journalist, political analyst, and freelance reporter. The article reflects the author's opinions and not necessarily the views of CGTN. Anyway, such a coward newspapers, isn't it? Cowards. Well, the question is, no, not. Yeah, this is like a cowardness, but I guess you should be coward to survive in life. In geopolitics, you should be coward. And what else? I guess Bradley Blankenship. Last time I remember 2 articles, or the last article, he pointed fingers to United States, but I guess he's always in the limit, you know. I guess Bradley Blankenship is always playing the limit, you know, making articles about geopolitics. He's always playing with fire, and that's what is interesting about him. And why not anyone else? Because he's American. He used to live in America. Sometimes he says something like, yeah, the New York subway has a lot of problems. Understand? So Bradley Blankenship used to live in America, so he knows everything, every detail, the streets, people's misery, everything. Anyway, the Biden administration is like a Bradley Blankenship is like a traitor. There should be a geopolitical show, you know, the traitors. The traitors, like Bradley Blankenship speaking terrible things about America, and then a Russian journalist speaking terrible things about Russia. Understand? You got the idea? And there's Pepe Escobar speaking a lot of terrible things about Brazil. Well, here I am, always speaking terrible things about this country, Chile. People kill your dogs if they don't like you. They steal things from your dog, like this necklace, you know. Right now, if I leave Murci with this necklace, I guess that's it. That will be the last time. Chileans are thieves, you know. Chileans are terrible thieves. But by this time, Murci is still alive. Anyway, so yeah, people should criticize everything, you know. Other way, there will be no progress, I guess. Anyway, just and now I'm gonna just head the articles. The Biden administration's decision to improve a fresh round of tariffs, targeting a substantial $18 billion in Chinese imports, is poised to further unsettle the already strained Sino-American relationship. So maybe this is the end. This is the end of the peaceful times. We are entering World War III. The products in the crosshairs are not just any goods, but a crucial list of items, including steel, aluminum, semiconductors, electric vehicles, EVs, lithium batteries, and personal protective equipment, all of which play a significant role in both economies. I guess. You know, I was just thinking right now about being an engineer, being a Chinese engineer, and considering to move abroad to the United States to earn more money, to make more money. But that's impossible, I guess, because in the United States there's no more industry. So there's a paradox. Chinese wages should be low, but the question is, there's no more jobs in the whole world, you know? The only place with jobs is China. So this is capitalism. This is capitalism. There should be a revolution, you know? There should be a social revolution, because there's no jobs anywhere. There's just jobs in China, and the wages are terrible. The hikes are nothing short of drastic. Tariffs on Chinese EVs rocketed from 25% to a staggering 100%, while solar cells saw their import taxes double from 25 to 50%. In a statement, the White House said that China's unfair trade practices concerning technology transfer, intellectual property, and innovation are threatening American businesses and workers. China is also flooding global markets with artificially low-priced exports. This escalation comes against the backdrop of lingering tariffs from the previous administration section 301 playbook, marking a potentially combustible continuation of tariffs warfare. Critics argue that this move flies in the face of US President Joe Biden's pledges to avoid hamstringing China's development or pushing for decoupling. It seemed as a sharp jab at the hard-won consensus between the two nations' leaders, possibly signaling the opening salvo of a fresh tariff tussle. A lot of this tussle word I don't know, Tussle, but I'm just gonna keep going. The US has been vocal about its concerns regarding Chinese tech and goods, a move that some view as an attempt to justify the tariffs. However, the legitimacy of these tariffs is a subject of debate, particularly in light of previous WTO ruling against similar measures. Accusations of forced technology transfer and intellectual property theft are weak justifications for protectionism, which are political slogans rather than concrete accusations. We have a photograph here, a batch of new energy vehicles waiting to be exported to overseas markets at the Taikang Port International Container Terminal in East China's Jiangsu Province, May 9, 2024. The accusation of overcapacity in Chinese industry has similarly been debunked, with the label slapped on products where the US is clearly lagging. On the contrary, opening up US markets will restore balance and meet American demand for new energy products. Despite the tough talk, some argue that practical impact on these tariffs on Chinese industries might be minimal, with the Biden administration's grandstanding painted as a politically motivated gambit aimed at securing votes in an election year. As Bloomberg noted in a report before the tariffs were announced, Chinese EV markets are not dependent on American consumers, nor are firms in the solar power sector. Existing tariffs look at Chinese autos out of the US market years ago, while solar firms mostly exports to the US from overseas, avoiding similar curbs, the outlet noted. One particularly confounding move is the hefty tariffs slapped on personal protective equipment from China, especially considering China's pivotal role in aiding the US during the COVID-19 pandemic. Additionally, the tariffs seem immediately counterintuitive, given that major US EV firms like Tesla and Ford have a significant amount of components originating from China. However, Biden's statement that the US still work with allies to strengthen cooperation to address shared concerns about China's unfair practices implies that these tariffs may be a signal for other countries or blocs such as the EU. It is anticipated that the G7 will take up the issue of Chinese competition at a summit in Italy next month. Washington imposing duties on Chinese EVs could pressure the EU to raise tariffs, given that it is already reviewing Beijing's trade practices. And such a precedent has already been established with semiconductors in particular. But as CNN reports, this could never match Washington's and could only feasible max out 30%, far less than required to tip the scale in favor of domestic manufacturers. Such tariffs could also blow back on European firms that manufacture in China and then sell on to Europe. I was not giving so much attention to all this article. I'm sorry, that's the truth. I was just reading. I was thinking about my beloved Chilean women. That's it. What can I do? Manufacture, sell on. Anyway, I'm just gonna listen myself then. But yeah, looks like everything is fine, I guess now. I guess. Well, I don't have. You know what I saw here in Chile? Sometimes I just saw small cars. BYD. I saw some BYD small vehicles, small cars, and I'm not sure if those cars are electric, you know. But I just saw two of them. So it's great. I guess that will be the BYD. That will be my first car, I guess. With Tommy, what do you think about a BYD car? Do you want a BYD car, baby? A big one. Tommy, I don't know. Tommy just wants to be free, you know. Tommy don't care about cars. We hate cars by now. In any case, such tariffs violate China's legitimate rights to development and are anti-competitive. In the end, consumers will be the only ones who suffer as a result of these policies. Disruptions to the supply chain. Disruptions to the supply chain will fall on American consumers who are already relying back spending thanks to beating inflation. It will also slow the rollout of green technology to the masses, impeding the global fight against climate change. You know, that's the less important thing in the world. Impeding the global fight against climate change. You know, climate change is the less important thing. Nobody cares about. You know, I guess the only thing people really care about is will Tesla when Tesla will break down. So I'm asking to you, Bradley, I'm sorry, but as you are an American and Elon Musk is also an American, you are both Americans, he is South African and you are a Czech. I just wonder when Tesla will break down, when Tesla enterprise will collapse. Thanks to BYD, you know. I just wanna, think for myself. I don't want a Tesla car. Tesla cars, they are too, I don't know, too sportive, too fast, too small. I want a medium van. I want a van like this Suzuki van, small van, very small van for a dog like that, you know? Yeah, I want this kind of Suzuki Daiwa. I'm not sure if you understand that the car I want is a very small car. I guess this has 2 meters, I guess, 2 meter, 3 meters in the maximum, 3 meters, yeah, 3 meters and 1.5, a small car, you know, these mini vans from the 90s, I guess. Well, that's what I want. And BYD, if it will be a BYD solar power van, that will be fun. That will be great. Anyway, if you want to contribute and have a specific Murci, I guess it's dirty now, but super happy. This is Saturday. This is Saturday, and that's it. The dogs are happy. Maybe stinky, I don't know. And well, it's Saturday, and I have time to give them a shower. Saturday, also known as shower day. Hey, I hate them. No effects. What No Effects is doing right now? Do they have a BYD or a Tesla? Yeah, this episode will call. I will play with the title. Pepe Escobar's and Bradley Blankenship. Tesla or BYD? Pepe Escobar will see that and will say, what? Tesla? I never talked nothing about Tesla. Anyway, a final message from CGTN. If you want to contribute and have specific expertise, please contact us at opinions CGTN. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do that. Follow those opinions on Twitter. I guess I'm gonna send them email. Opinions cgtn.com. And we have a Pepe Escobar article from, I don't remember, maybe this is the Cradle. Escobar, de-dollarization bombshell, the coming of BRICS plus decentralized monetary ecosystem, by Tyler Burden, Wednesday, May 15, 2024, authored by Pepe Escobar. Get ready for what may well be the geoeconomic bombshell of 2024, the coming of a decentralized monetary ecosystem. I guess I read this. Welcome the units, a concept that has already been discussed by the financial services and investments working group set up by the BRICS Plus Business Council, and has a serious shot at becoming official BRICS Plus policy as early as 2025. So a lot of things are happening. I guess I read this. Yeah, I read this. I just gonna read one paragraph and that's it. According to Alexei Subotin, founder of Archangel's Capital Management and one of the unit's conceptualizers, this is a new problem-solving system that addresses the key geoeconomic issue on these troubled times, a global crisis of trust. Yeah. Yeah, Great Britain is stealing money from Russia, so what's going on? This chaos, you know? This is war. I'm gonna just skip because I just read this. If you see the last episode, I just read the beauty of going fractal. I guess I did it. Yeah. Will Musk? Yeah. Look, Pepe Escobar is talking about Elon Musk. Look, will Musk and the NBD be on board? As it stands, the priority for the unit conceptualizers, whom I followed for over a year during several detailed meetings in Moscow, is to inform the general public about the new system. The unit team is not interested at all in getting straight into political hot waters or to be concerned by the ideologically leading arguments. direct references to inspiring but sometimes controversial concepts, or authors like Sultan Possart may bury the unit concept into pigeonholes, thus limiting its potential impact. What may lie ahead could be extraordinarily exciting, as the unit appeal could extend all the way from Elon Musk to the BRICS new development bank NDB, hopefully engaging an array of crucial actors. After a positive evaluation by Finance Minister Anton Silvanov, who remains on the post in the new Russian government, it's not far-fetched to imagine Putin and Xi discussing it face-to-face this week in Beijing. As it stands, the major takeaway is that the unit should be seen as a feasible technical solution for the theoretically unsolvable, a globally recognized payment trade system immune to political pressure. It is the only game in town. There are no others. Meanwhile, the unit conceptualizers are open to constructive criticism and all manners of collaboration. Yet sooner or later, the battle ranks will be lined up, and then it will be a matter of seriously upping the game. Next paragraph, next subtitle. Academically sound, technologically innovative. Vasily Shabikian, co-author of the unit white paper and founder of CFA.Center, unit's technological partner of Skolkovo Innovation Hub in Moscow, crucially stressed, the unit represents political money and can be the connector between the global south and the west. You know what I was just thinking about all this? If Elon Musk is not Rui Pimenta from PCO in Brazil, a Trotsky's leader party. He's a serious Marxist guy in Brazil. He says Elon Musk is struggling against CIA. Elon Musk is struggling against the deep state. I don't know what Pepe says, but this is a Pepe Escobar article, and he's saying Elon Musk is a possible factor of development of the global south. So I don't know what to think about Tesla, Elon Musk will lose this battle. I guess Elon Musk will lose the Tesla company, I guess. I will tell you. I just gonna do this headline. I just put these headlines only because of hypothesis. This is my hypothesis. I will say like Pepe Escobar, Bradley Blankenship, and so on. Tesla will collapse. I guess Tesla will fail. Tesla will lose all the space to BYD. I guess that will be the headline. Vasily Shabikin. Anyway, he's keen to point out that the unit can keep all the wheels turning unlike most of the other concepts that feature dollar killers, etc. We do not want to harm anybody. Our goal is to improve efficiency of currently broken capital and money flows. The unit is rather the cure for centralized cancer. Subotin and the unit team are keen to meet new partners who share our approach and are ready to bring additional value to our project. If that's the case, they should send us 3 bullet points on how can they help and improve the unit. A bold follow-up step should be, for instance, a virtual conference of the unit featuring leaders Russian economist Sergei Glasniev, Yanis Varoufakis, Jeffrey Sachs, and Michael Hudson, among others. You know, this Yanis Varoufakis, I don't know, I don't like him. I don't know why people love him, but I don't like him. I don't know. I guess he was Greek prime minister, then Greek breakdown. Greek will never do well again. You know, that is the guy. Greece is not a socialist country. It's nothing. You know. So this guy, in my opinion, he did nothing. I will not say he's a loser, but yeah, bitter criticism. What Yanis Varoufakis did in life, he just was a Greek economic minister, and then Greek just collapsed. You know, there's no Greece collapsed forever. There are people only make tourism there. There's nothing there. And then he give a lot of podcasts on YouTube. I don't know exactly saying what, but I don't like him. There's nothing there. I will read again. A bold follow-up step should be, for instance, a virtual conference on the unit featuring leading Russian economists Sergei Glasniev, Yanis Varoufakis, Jeffrey Sachs, and Michael Hudson, among others. Yeah, I guess I like Michael Hudson, of course, but Yanis Varoufakis, anyway. By email, Glasniev, a member of the Russian Academy of Sciences and the Minister of Integration and Macroeconomics of the Eurasian Economic Union, EAEU, summed up the unit's potential. This is, I guess, interesting. I have been following the development of UNIT for more than a year, and can confirm that UNIT offers a very timely, feasible solution. It is academically sound, technologically innovative, and at the same time complementary to the existing banking infrastructure. You know, I don't remember the name of the previous guy. I just criticized it here. He predicted the capitalism crisis. But this is gold, you know. I'm not an economist. Pepe Escobar is not an economist. But anyone, Tommy, what do you think about the future of Global South if they de-dollarize their economies? Tommy, what do you think about de-dollarization? Tommy just tell me that will be great for Global South. Tommy's a doctor, you know. Everybody knows de-dollarization will be awesome for Global South. So we don't need all these these four economies, star economies, big guns. I don't know. Launching it under the auspices of an UN institution gives unit legitimacy, which the current Bretton Woods framework is clearly lacking. Recent actions by the US administration and loud silence from IMF clearly indicate the need for change. Tommy, you will help us if there is a war? Tommy can help us, but anyway, a decentralized approach to emission of potential global trade currency, whose intrinsic value is anchored in physical gold and BRICS plus currencies, makes UNIT the most promising of several approaches being considered. It balances political priorities of all participants while helping each sovereign economy develop along its optimal path. The new development bank, NDB, and BRICS Plus shall embrace the concept of the concept of unit and help it to become the pinnacle of the new emerging global financial infrastructure, free from malign political interferences, while focusing instead on fair trade and sustainable economic growth. A clear practical example of possible unit problem solving concerns Russia-Iran trade relations. These are two top BRICS members. Russian trade with Iran isn't profitable due to sanctions, and both cannot make payments in US dollars or euros. Russian companies suffer significant losses after SWE. SWE, I don't know what's that, but definitely, economically is awesome, but the only problem is war consequences. Yeah, the CIA definitely will try to blow this down. I'm just gonna read headlines now. Russian media banned from displaying national symbols at the Olympics. The same restrictions apply to spectators and sports fans attending the Summer Games in Paris. Yeah. So what a shame. What a shame to Olympics. Olympics will say that what a shame for the world, this war in Ukraine. May 17, but what about Iraq, isn't it? What about, anyway, freedom, isn't it? Democracy. May 17, 2024, home business news. Share of ruble in Russia's European trade hits new records. The currency now makes up more than half of Moscow's export settlements, according to statistics. What? The currency now makes up more than half of Moscow's export settlements, according to statistics. I'm gonna read this. The share of ruble transactions in Russia's foreign trade, particularly with the rest of Europe, has been steadily growing, hitting record heights in March, according to data from the country's central bank. Statistics show the use of the Russian currency in settlements for goods and services exported by Russia to other European countries reached 55.5% in March. This marks a significant increase from the previous year, with the ruble's share rising by 10.8 percentage points annually and 9.6 percentage points month on month. According to data from the Federal Customs Service, exports to Europe in the first quarter of this year accounted for 15.2% of the total volume of Russian goods exports, equivalent to 15.4 billion. And now I guess I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run till the end of the file. EU will not recognize Taiwan, Borrell. This is from May 17. In Russia Today, any possibility of a military escalation over the self-governing island should be excluded, the bloc's foreign policy chief has said. So Europe is not, I guess Europe is not backing the US. May 17, Chinese electric cars better than American, Putin. The US has imposed tariffs on China's EVs to stifle competition, the Russian president has said. Russia, that's it. We have another news similar to this now, I guess. So this is a nice subject nowadays. May 17, Home World News. EU bans major Russian language media outlets. Brussels has gagged for additional news media as it allegedly fights propaganda. We have more on Sputnik. EU ban on Russia Today and Sputnik has failed. Yeah! So here we are, reading Russia Today on YouTube. EU ban on Russia Today and Sputnik has failed. There was another news. And now some headlines from CGTN. Chinese foreign ministry briefs media on Putin's state visit to China. May 17, politics, CGTN, the Chinese newspaper. Oh no, I have no time to read this neither. I will read the 5 principles again next time, I promise. Chinese foreign ministry briefs media on Putin's state's visit to China. 5 principles: precise understanding of stage of China-Russia ties. I'm gonna read this, I promise. Maybe not. China urges the Philippines to stop provocation in South China Sea. Facebook and Instagram face EU investigation over child safety risks. Wang Yi, Tanzania ties are at forefront of China-Africa ties. Tanzania sounds great. Anyway, so here we are for our yoga. President Xi stressed improving modern tourism system, building strong tourism sector to make tourism China. Yeah. China cuts interest rates of mortgage loans and down payments ratios. That would be interesting to live in China. And that's it, I guess. A civilian mission on Huangyang Dao, a deliberately orchestrated farce. This is a criticism, CGTN people. And that's it. Why China-Russia relationship is a stabilizing factor. Very interesting news. I will read just then. I would do 2 shows a day, I promise. And now I'm gonna do my yoga. Cowboy, here I am. I am a lucky cowboy. Let me tell you why. I am a man with a mission. I'm always with a gun. I got a picture in my pocket. I'm the lucky one. I'm the master winner on the radio with my microphone. I do a super show. I wear a cowboy hat. It's like business hat. I'm what you want I am. I will tell you that. I'm a man with a mission. I'm always with a gun. I got a picture in my pocket, I'm the lucky one. Who doesn't know? I'm a big mess. I mean a really big mess. A big mess. He was all mixed up. A big mess. Big mess. He was a really mixed up. He was a big mess. Big mess. He was a really mixed up. Almost forget it. Woo! Cowboy, here I am. It's a reality. The most important thing. I put away my toys with a microphone. I do a super show. I'm a London winner on the radio. I'm a man with a mission. I'm rolling with a gun. I got a picture in the pocket of a lucky one. Doesn't know I'm a big man. I'm a really big man. A big And now it's Tommy yoga time. Tommy yoga time, that's it. Go, Tommy. Run, motherfucker. Well, I always prioritizing Russia's news, taking revenge for all this persecution against Russian people. Putin is not saying nothing about scholarship for me. I'm waiting for an email. Putin, what about you, Xi Jinping? I want a scholarship. I'm waiting for your mails, guys. I know your friends. I know you have a scholarship for me. You should have. And I will work, as you can see, reading news, taking care of dogs, taking care of beautiful ladies and ugly ladies too. No, I'm just kidding. Just wasting these last seconds. What can I say? I will learn Chinese and Russian. What about that? I promise. Just like I'm speaking English here, I'm gonna speak Chinese and Russian.